You're listening to AM 92 WPTX, and my guest is actor-musician Levon Helm. Levon, you just finished up at the University of Maryland at the Grand Ballroom, and a heck of a show.
Thank you, Thomas. Had a good time.
You brought along a new guitar player. Would you like to tell us about him?
I can tell you his name. Jimmy Weeder from Woodstock, New York. He's one of the new generation of pickers that's coming up. He's real good.
You did a fine job tonight.
Yeah, I thought so too.
How did you enjoy the show tonight?
I always have a good time when there's people there and the sound system doesn't squeal and things work and people dance and come up and pat you on the back, shake your hand, wish you good luck. Look forward to coming back.
It was a young crowd out there.
Great school here, University of Maryland. If I wasn't so old, I'd go myself. The only thing that kept me out of school was grades.
What kind of music did you listen to when you were growing up?
Well, I listened to music that they played over at KFFA in Helena, Arkansas. I used to tune in West Memphis and Memphis Radio, Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, Shreveport. So we had a pretty good blend of rock and roll and rhythm and blues. I thought that was music until I got older. Heard some other kinds of music.
Well, let's listen to a little bit of music from the band and come back and talk some more.
Whatever you say.
My guest is Levon Helm.
We had several aliases. We had the Jungle Bush Beaters, and we were called the Canadian Squires, and worse.
Does the band have any plans to make an album?
Well, you never can tell now.
You did some new songs tonight.
Well, you know, we've got a few left in us. We might record again.
What other projects do you have in the make?
Well, Thomas, I'm just it's kind of a full-time job to stay ready, and right now I'm playing a little bit with the band. That's enjoyable, and we worked a bit on a movie that they filmed down in Arkansas called Man on Fire with Robert Logan and Kathleen Quinlan. They tell me that it'll be out in May or June. And other than that, I'm just going to try and eat good and keep all my friends and make as much out of this life as I can.
Well, not only were you in Coal Miner's Daughter, which everyone knows, but you worked with Jane Fonda, didn't you, recently?
I did a program with Jane called The Doll Maker. Came out a little while back, and I don't know, Thomas, had some good people in it. Some beautiful kids were in there. Got to play the daddy.
You all were just on tour with Crosby, Stills and Nash, and that was one of the top grossing tours of the summer of '85. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I don't know about the economics of it. I know it was a lot of fun. It was one of the fun tours that I've been on. Graham and Steve and David are all good pals and fun to keep company with, and they're good to listen to.
Woodstock, the 20th anniversary of Woodstock is not far away. You think we're going to do it again?
Well, we're not getting any younger, that's for sure.
Do you have any reflection on Woodstock?
Well, I've lived there now for a while, and it's just a small town with a good hometown kind of a feel to it. I enjoy it. It looks, it's up in the mountains there. It's real pretty. There's good people that live there, and it's a good place to be from.
Van Morrison worked with the band back on the Cahoots LP. How'd that happen?
Well, Van was living in Woodstock at the time, and I was proud to call him a neighbor. And he's one of the great singers of our time. We're fortunate to be alive to get to hear him.
My guest is Levon Helm, and Levon, there's a similarity to Chest Fever and the Miami Vice theme that I've noticed over the summer. Would you like to comment on that?
I don't have much to say about it. It looks like a pretty good show to me. Kind of a shoot 'em up. But music is there for the playing, and after it's played, I can't really put it into terms or anything like that. I just like it or I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I don't play it very long.
But have you noticed the similarity with the Miami Vice team? I was telling you about that earlier in Chesapeake.
Well, I don't pay any attention to that kind of stuff. I'm probably I probably sound like some songs too that other people have had. I would love it if we were an influence for the people at Miami Vice or any good program. It would be complimentary for me.
Maybe they'll give you a part on there.
Well, they might. You never know. I can shoot a shotgun.
Charlie Daniels and you collaborated on an album, The Legend of Jesse James, and Sunday, Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson are going to be on TV with that same theme.
Well, Charlie was busy and I was busy, so they had to get Johnny and Chris.
There was rumor tonight that Bob Dylan was going to show up.
That's always a good one.
Have you seen Bob lately?
I haven't seen Bob lately, but I'm sure he's sends his best to everybody and would want everybody to continue having fun and being good to each other.
You got to make it down to Southern Maryland and possibly play for the folks.
Thomas, I would love to come down and play for them and eat some of those crab claws and have a good old-fashioned street dance. That'd be my style.
Well, we'll have to get together with some folks and make some plans.
Now you're talking.
And again, thank you very much.
Thomas, it's a pleasure. Thank you for the friendship. Howdy. This is your old Razorback buddy, Levon Helm, reminding you you're listening to WPTX in Lexington Park, AM 92. Take it away, Thomas. Hi, this is Levon Helm, and you're listening to Southern Maryland's winning FM, WMDM, Lexington Park.